guys, welcome to or welcome back to Expose, and if I'm welcoming you back and you like it here, I'd love it if you stayed and subbed. It's comments time. Hannah, she wanted to move house to a newly built neighbourhood. Now she's complaining about the noise. I know. She keeps saying she wanted a waterfront house. Had she sat on her hole in her old house for 5 minutes longer and not spent all the money she's spending on designer handbags and $2,500 hauls, she could have had a waterfront house. But no, she's instant. She wants it yesterday. Bianca. Hi Jules, to answer your question about the guy that wanted to exchange his cat. Oh yeah, because he did not sign up for this. My boss, shelter manager, spoke with the man. I struggled with customers sometimes because of my autism, but my boss had to explain it to him as if speaking to a toddler that it didn't work this way. He also explained that he could surrender the cat if he paid the fee. If I remember correctly, it was a couple of years ago, the man kept the cat. I'm always amazed at my boss's patience talking to these dimwits. Don't these people have common sense? You remind me of my son. He wouldn't be good in the customer service. But actually, that being said, he's doing so much better now at actually talking to customers instead of going, duh, can you, do you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, he's autistic too, in case you didn't know, Bianca, and it's like, yeah, I just know. He'd be like, you want to give the cat back? Really? It'd start a whole world war with him. I'm glad he kept it, and I hope he learnt a lesson from that as well. Thanks for letting us know, Bianca. James, the Cynthia doll. The Cynthia doll. Do you know that I was going to be the Cynthias all for Halloween one year? Lol. I waited way too long to get the wig ready, so I never did it. They sell a Cynthia costume at Halloween stores, but now see, I don't know what the Cynthia doll is. I've got to look. Are you leading me down a rabbit hole I don't want to go down, Jay? Women's sassy Cynthia doll costume. Oh yeah, hang on a minute. Oh, that! Right, that's who it is. I see now. Hang on, I have a customer. A visitor. I will be back in a minute. Right, I'm back. That was Madam. And the minute she walked in the door, she went, it's the Cynthia doll off of Rugrats. I tell you, I could ask her anything about anything. She is a walking thesaurus and encyclopedia. Anything she reads or hears, she remembers it, and she will recall it 20 years to the day or something. She's fascinating. I don't know how she keeps all that in her head, and I can't remember what day of the bloody week it is. But yeah, I know what you're talking about now. But I wanted to make my own because I thought it could be really fun. Perhaps I'll do that for an upcoming Halloween when I'm feeling in good spirits and want to dress up. Maybe make it on the days you're having good days now, and by the time it comes round to Halloween, it's ready and it'll put you in good spirits to go out and have a fun night. Perhaps, maybe. And can you please go to the bra fashion show, please, pretty please, James, please. That would be so cool. God, I wish I could go. I really do. That would be so much fun. Wow, that's long. Hi, Joe, Jules, and buddies. I'm peaching out from here. I'm super grateful you let me rant about Lisa. It's been super therapeutic. I've been trying to school her YouTube followers on all the bogus info she's spewing, and I've gotten some love and agreement from folks, but she's gotten all but hurt and restricted me from commenting, and even took down some accurate info that people need to know, just because it contradicts her carnivore craziness. I'm throwing in the towel. She wins with her lies and her money-grabbing courses. People will keep drinking her Kool-Aid because she talks soft and plays the victim. I'm not a meanie. I don't diss others, but I do call out grifters and shadiness. I tried, I really did, but she won't let anyone have an opinion unless they're kissing her butt. Classic narcissist behaviour, and I know the pattern all too well, but I'm stepping back because it's getting me nowhere. Jules, you're a total sweetheart. Thank you, inside and out. And your outer beauty is way more than Lisa's any day, twice on Sunday. Aw, you've got gorgeous skin. No wonder she's so envious of you, and no reason to let anyone say you're jealous of her. She's a 54-year-old in an 80-year-old body, and nothing about her is pretty or real for that matter. And most importantly, your kind heart is way more valuable than Lisa's cold, calculating one. You win on every level, girl. Thanks for putting in the effort. It matters. And no, it's not gossip. It's therapy for all of us who need to vent about a narcissistic monster. Much love, Joe. Oh, thank you for that, Joe. I'm sorry you're going, but rest assured you are welcome back whenever you feel like you need to rant. I can. 123. Best comment ever. Oh, this crazy bitch. She went on and on about loving sneakers. You have to be a complete idiot to listen to these influencers about any fucking thing. It's about the money, period. Everyone is a QVC host from their living room now. Get a damn clue, people. True. Robbie, John staples her papers. They are not meetings. It's an online class. I saw a comment on one of her videos that she never acknowledges the tax advantages of being a content creator. That's why she shows what she buys for her mum. I'm sure that the whole family uses her channel as a grift. Surprised we haven't seen the barbecue yet. I think she did show it, Robbie. I'm sure she did. Let me look. I'm almost certain she showed John cooking. Hasn't come up under that, but I'm sure she did. Somebody else, let me know if I'm hallucinating, but I could have sworn she showed John on the grill. Where are we? Is it me, or is she getting worse in her ramble? She's getting worse. She never finishes a sentence. I don't know what she's talking about half the time. I have to admit that I saw the same RMS ad and thought that I need it. My eyebrows are turning white. What is sexy wearing tight-fitting clothes with cleavage? Not necessarily. Loft has sexy clothes because it's summer. Duh. The thing is, any clothes are sexy. You could come out in your pyjamas and your boyfriend, husband, girlfriend could go, whoa. You don't have to be showing your tits and ass to be sexy. Bo. So her comment about not liking sneakers proves she buys stuff only to link them and returns them after lying about how much she loves them. Why don't her adoring subs not pick up on the lies? Because they're stupid, Bo. Thing is, though, she kept the sneakers because she was determined she was going to like them, even though she didn't like them. I honestly thought, see, there you go, she actually fooled me. Lisa, there's a tick for you. You fooled me. I thought she'd finally realised that trainers were more comfy than high heel shoes. I honestly thought she'd finally seen the light, but nope. Panda. Yep, shops to link like the Blackstone Grill. 397.79 profit for her. She mentioned numerous times. Wow, that's a nice little kickback, isn't it? And anything else they buy that day, she gets kickback for it too. So if you click her link and you buy, I don't know, a bra off of Amazon, and while you're there you're like, oh shit, I'll stock up on loo roll and toothpaste and stuff for the kitchen and cleaning stuff and what have you, she gets a kickback from everything you bought. But does she explain that to anybody? No. The link The link goes to Walmart, which offers a 3-day cookie window. 3-day, wow. She gloats over designer purchases right under their gullible snout, and they don't get it. Stupid people. You see, that's why I'm here, but nobody's listening. It's so slow. One day we'll have a load of people come over. I must admit, though, I have had a few that have come over here and said, you're mean, you're this, you're that. And then after a couple of weeks, they've gone, oh, hang on. That's all I want. Is when you come here and you think you're a mean, evil cow, what are you doing? Just sit back for 5 minutes and listen to what we're saying here and use some critical thinking. And either you'll see what we're saying or you still won't agree with it. If you don't agree with it, fine, go back to Lisa. But please, just give it a chance. Just listen. Why is YouTube printing things twice? Regarding Harry and Meghan, she's very much hated in the US. There are many YouTube hate channels that emphasize how narcissistic she is. She is. I don't know what Harry was thinking. Obviously thinking with his little prince, wasn't he? Do you know what I mean? It's like, for God's sake. And he got in a row with William because William said to him, give it a bit longer. You're thinking on lust. You're in lust with the girl. Just wait. Give it a... And he took it that, oh, you don't want to marry a black woman. That's what everyone's doing. They're using the race card. It's got nothing to do with race. If it had something to do with race, if the palace was racist, would the Queen have allowed him to marry her? No. And people will say she couldn't have stopped him. Yes, she could. And she would have. But she didn't. Because she was getting older and she was thinking, maybe I fucked up with Charlie and Camilla. Maybe I should have let him marry Camilla in the first place and there wouldn't have been so much hurt. So then she was thinking, right, Harry's in love with this girl. She's American, she's a divorcee, and she's mixed race. There were 3 reasons for the Queen to say, not really right for the royal family, but she didn't. She stepped back and thought of Harry's happiness instead. Maybe he should have thought of hers when he was fucking slashing her in his book. I don't think he'll ever be welcome back after the things he said. He's stupid. The only way he'll get welcome back now is if he comes back alone. Just him and the kids, or she keeps the kids and he gets to see them, whatever. But he needs to come back on his hands and fucking knees and say, I'm really sorry about what I said about Granny, and I'm really sorry about what I said to you about you, Dad, and I'm really sorry about what I said about you, Wills and Kate. I was a prat. I wasn't thinking. But he won't, probably. They are so hated in the UK too. The royal family are not amused. No, they're not, Elizabeth. I always loved Harry because he was the one that could get away with stuff because he wasn't in line to he was second in line to the throne, so he was the one that could be a prat and get away with it. William was the one that always had to behave and be normal and what have you, and so everybody liked Harry because he had that little twinkle in his eye, and Granny liked Harry. She was always messing about with him, and he just like threw all that away for Meghan. He listened to her and not them. And it's like, we've seen you grow up. We've seen what happened. We know your life. And now you're sitting there saying you had a horrible life. No, you didn't. Wanda, I'm sorry, but Lisa pissed me off after that comment about her kitchen and Will. Me too. Damn it, that's his kitchen too. I guess John just stood there and didn't say a word. This was John's chance to say, shut up, Lisa, it's a kitchen, get over it. Will, do whatever you want, it's your kitchen too. But no one said anything. Like I said, if I was Will, I'd say, oh, you don't want it on... oh, okay, Mama, is it in your... oh, right, fine, it'll be in my room then. Oh, you want a slushie? Sorry, it's my room, bye. Making you a slushie will ruin my vibe. Click. Panda. In the old house, Will's pizza oven was on the counter and she made a snarky comment about that as well. She did. Child can't have anything. The woman has never cooked. They dined out. The kids lived on processed foods. Yeah, she was, I used to do spaghetti. No, fucking boiling pasta and opening a jar is not cooking, Lisa. Bo, I just hate that she did that to Will. You need to go back and see the old videos where that poor child was starving. Mama, I'm hungry. Mama's doing her video. You'll just have to wait. Suck it up. Elizabeth. Such a shame, poor Will. Yeah. Joyce. John is too afraid to rock the boat. He walks on eggshells, as does everyone else in her family. As soon as he says something that rubs Lisa the wrong way, she loses her joy. Yep. And sulks. And makes everybody else's life a fucking misery, just like my mother did. Linda, PSC must be Palm Springs Cindy. Ah. Never watched her, or did I? Is she the one that had the facelift? I watched her facelift thing, and I watched Joan's facelift thing. Because I was interested to see what the results were. But I haven't watched any other of her videos. Elizabeth, I used to watch her but lost interest. She's quite charming and amusing though. Huh. I can, yep, right. Will you stop doing letters? I can. I'm stupid. I need you to spell it out for me. More real. The Gossip Bakery thread on her once in a while. I find some of those ladies interesting to read. Cindy is a character, but at least she isn't a linko. That's something. Elizabeth said so true. Wonder, me again. Hello. Someone in the comments in the bra video, someone said they were large chested and bought one of the comfily bras. Didn't like and were charged $15 shipping plus had to pay $20 to send it back. So they were out $35 and still out a bra. Fuck that, I'd sell it on eBay then. What's the $20 for if they paid $15 shipping? And shipping's not that expensive, surely, for one single bra. Bianca, wow, probably needed underwire in her bra. I have a larger chest as well and can't go without. Lisa said she wears them at night. That makes no sense to me. Oh, she doesn't wear underwired bras at night, Bianca. Just the ordinary ones. But wearing a bra at night never sat right with me. I don't wear one at all anymore, which is my own fault. Why my boobs are down by my ankles. But underwires, nope. I've always had a big chest and I could never cope with an underwire bra. I never found one that was comfortable. Fucking hate bras. Jed said he loves that trick every woman does when they walk in the door and they go and the bra's out one sleeve, and it's like, yeah, that was me. Every night I'd get in from work, I wouldn't even, it was like a big room and we had a settee and then the bed and then there were sinks in the corner and then a door out to the bathroom and what have you. But I wasn't even at the bed and my bra was off of a night at Butlins. It was like, no, that thing's coming off. Hate them. Bo, loved your response to that coconut woman that left you the rude comment. Our girls had such great responses back that you can tell she backpedaled in her response to our girls. She did though. But I just wish she'd sit around and wait and watch a few and understand. That's what I don't understand. It's like walking into a local pub and all the people in the pub are having a debate about something and you walk in and say, oh, I don't agree with that. What do you know? You've just come in the door. Sit down, have a listen, then make a decision. Wanda, hey Jules, thanks for answering my question about Harry and Meghan. Yes, I saw the video. Could not believe she released that nasty shit. Meghan and Lisa will probably be great friends. They could just smile and lie to each other. You know, ain't that the truth? See, like I said, it's like, I don't care if you're out fucking twerking and slut dropping. You go, have fun. Not when you're a part of the fucking royal family. Hello? Could you see Kate doing that? Cynthia, Jules, what does the naughty step mean? Right, I have some words set that I don't want people to say in comments. And sometimes YouTube pulls a comment that they think is wrong. And they put it, where it says publish, this is all these comments, they put it in a held folder. So I look in the held folder, and there's nobody in there now, to see if anything's in there. And I call it the naughty step. Because that's where YouTube's put you, on the naughty step, until I decide people can see your comment. I can. Trolls that wander in. The thing is, some trolls that wander in don't get caught because they're polite. Bianca, I thought it was where comments that are on hold or something. Yeah, that's what it is, Bianca. I can. YouTube has that feature where you can hold back comments, censor keywords, but I don't think Jules uses it. I do. There are certain words I don't want people saying in comments, and I'm sure you can figure out what most of them are. She should censor the word, I love Lisa, she's so sweet. I should do, really. But yeah, obviously the N word and the R word and a lot of other words like that that I don't like, I have censored. But I will read the comment and see in what context they're saying it, and if they're just being downright mean and calling someone an N or an R, then I won't post it. But if they're talking about something and saying, I don't like how people use this word or whatever, then I will let it through. But yeah, there's not many words I do censor, but there are a few. Wanda, I saw an older video of Lisa's where she could not find a box of her perfumes after they moved into the house. She was in tears. She was talking about her daddy told her mama she needed to help her find them. She was tearing up. It was crazy. I know, I did a video on it. It's fucking insane. And what's worse is her dad telling his wife, you need to go and help her look for them. Really? Is she not big enough to look for herself? Linda, it was a 911 emergency and John and everyone else had to hop to it and find it. Ain't that right? I'm thinking that's more fodder for the peanut gallery, which is us. She loves for us to hate how her entire family is wrapped around her finger. She may be exaggerating. At any rate, she's a fool. No, it's true. You can tell. You can tell when she's telling a true story or when she's made one up. I know. It's like you said you think she made that one up about the woman in the elevator. No, that was a true story. She was so excited to tell it. And no, she had a long bag. That wasn't a made up story. That's how she talks to her family, and she doesn't usually talk to us, but she got so excited about the whole story and her looking frumpy that you just need watch her eyes. You'll see it in her eyes. Joy Jones. I've never known anyone to get a bigger lady boner from visiting New York. I've lived in New York several years before moving to the suburbs, and one of the biggest signs for a New Yorker that someone is a tourist is wearing flip-flops in the city. We have rats as big as her Dior bag and trash on the street. Why would anyone wear flip-flops? She'd stand out like a sore thumb in London. I've never seen anyone in London wear flip-flops. I'm wondering if it's for the same reason. Probably because it pisses rain most of the time. But then that's her rainy shoe wear, flip-flops. She's fucking insane. I don't want to see rats as big as her bag. Joy Jones, please. No. I only got used to seeing the ones in the shop. But I'm going all cold now thinking about rats. Yuck. I think she's evil enough to script that story about, oh, here we go, about the elevator lady. I'm not saying she doesn't think those things, because she clearly does. I think it goes out to all her detractors who say she doesn't know what it's like to suffer, and the racial component as well, to push buttons. She has a lot of demons and is a pathological liar and fools people regularly. She doesn't care about her own state's hurricane victims suffering. That video was the ultimate fuck you. She didn't make it up. I will argue with you till the end of time. That was a true full story. That about her finding her brushes, the one about her losing her fucking perfume, it's all true, because she thought her subscribers would feel the same if they lost their brushes or their perfume, and she thinks all her subscribers are the same as her, that they're perfect, they have blowouts and they have their nails done every 3 seconds, and they do this and they do that, and they look down their nose at poor people. That's what she does. That's who she is. And every so often she's letting a little bit more and a little bit more of herself out. I saw this at the get-go. Now she's actually showing it. And it's all true. Elizabeth, what's a Jolly Rancher? It's a sweet. It's like a hard-boiled sweet, I think. They're fruit-flavoured, rectangular-shaped hard candies. That analogy she gave makes no sense to me. Dumb. Jolly Rancher, green apple and grape flavours were my favourite. Low calorie. Maybe that's her hunger voice and she sneaks them in. Yeah, maybe. Thing is though, she had a Jolly Rancher, that would open the sweet door, wouldn't it? And she'd just lose it and eat everything inside them. You let one little bit in, the rest follows. Robin, James! Please go and stalk Lisa Dum Dum at the Bra Fashion Show. We need you to be our spy. He's going to hate us, isn't he? Gigi, she's full of it. I work in the beauty industry. We do not throw products away. They go back to the vendors. Shake my head. What do they do then? Disinfect them, make them a bit more normal looking and send them back out? Or do they trash them and get them on their insurance? Elizabeth, even if opened. But I suppose if it's the vendor and they can claim that their thing was bent or used or broken or something, I don't know. Rachel, my daughter worked for Ulta and they were told to not only throw it away but take the end of a makeup brush and destroy it before they threw it away so that dumpster divers wouldn't get in and take it. She said it was hard to destroy perfectly good stuff, but they would get in trouble if they didn't. I've heard that as well. I've watched dumpster diving as well. They do half get some stuff, don't they? And they're probably selling that on eBay. And people are buying it not knowing that it came out of a dumpster. But the thing is, if it's a candle or whatever, what harm is there? I don't see any harm. Gigi, yes. That was a yes to even if it's opened, I'm assuming. Robin, I just had to comment on her blaming the vaccination for her hair loss. She can be influencing her followers to not get it, which is no laughing matter. Exactly, that's what we've been saying, but she doesn't care. My aunt had shingles and she was in excruciating pain. Like I keep saying, I had a boss that had shingles and he said he was on the verge of killing himself. He'd had enough. He really couldn't cope with it. Her hair loss is most likely caused from a very poor diet lacking in fruits, veggies and healthy carbs. I was anorexic for years and my hair would fall out in clumps. Now that I'm recovering and eat a healthy diet, my hair has grown back. And yes, I've had my shingles vaccination with no hair loss. I'm so happy you got over your ED. Robin, good for you. Way to go. Sandpiper Lane. At 50-20, she says, I don't give a shit. Bingo, X. I could care less. Yeah, no, I was waiting for her specifically to say I could care less because I hate that. Because it makes no sense. You could care less because you're going mad about it. It's I couldn't care less, which is why it's on the card. So she specifically has to say that, Sandpiper Lane. Sorry. Elizabeth, love Susan Boyle's voice. Why does anyone have to be pretty in order to sing like an angel? Yeah, that's the thing with Simon Cowell. See, he's thinking of the promotion side of things and he's like, oh, who's going to want to buy her records? People who like her voice, you dimwit. That's who. It's like The Voice, the competition. The Voice gets on my wick because they pick them on their voice and then they turn around and it's like, no, you should never see them. They should be in a shower cubicle or something with a curtain. You should never see them until they win the competition. It's supposed to be The Voice. Make it just The Voice. Love Susan Boyle's voice. Why does anyone have to be pretty to sing like an angel? Why is YouTube putting everything twice? Your husband is so cute, bless him. Thank you, Elizabeth. He loves stuff like that, though. He could sit there all day pinning things. Simply Matt. Sorry, why am I calling you Simply Matt? Wonder where Lardass went again. Lol. Yeah. I reckon, right, that her mother told her she's not allowed to come back full time because she made a show of herself and it'll look bad on Burke going for auditions. So if you want me to help you with money and stuff, you don't go on YouTube. So I think this once every few months, a very nice live where she doesn't say anything horrible to fill her narcissistic needs. She'll do that, but she'll only come back full time when, God forbid, Carol passes. Elizabeth, she was incarcerated for driving under the influence of giant cheap hamburgers. Bonnie, oh, I so enjoy listening to your comments, so I'm okay just taking a little break. Your channel is my safe space. I'm happy. You're always going to be safe here, Bonnie, amongst us lot. Jules, you do not want a pool or jacuzzi. They're a pain in the neck. I've heard that, but it's been that long since I've had a proper soak. Look, it's one of these I want. Hang on. Right, one like this. Can we just see it, please? Something like that, right? You open the door and you get in, and the seat sits back so that you pull yourself up out of it, and it's got, will it show us? It's got, there we go, a jacuzzi in it, and then it's got the shower head, so if you wash your hair, you can rinse it with the shower. And some have, when they're sat like that, they have a hook up here on the wall, so that hooks up on the wall and goes. It'd just be perfect for me. I could just imagine sat there with a nice hot water and a load of bubbles just to get rid of the pain. Some nice music on, candles. Yeah. But the best way of cleaning them, so I've heard, is from back in the day, and she died, God bless her, Kim Woodburn. I used to love her. The best way to clean these is to get a dishwasher tablet and put that in, and it cleans all the jets. Do that every so often and don't let it accumulate with scuzz. But I'd really love one. If we ever got a bungalow, I'd save up for one of them, because it'd be on the ground floor. If we had one here, I'd be worried about it falling through the ceiling. And they cost a fortune. It'd take me the rest of my days to save up. But I would really love one. I know Jules won't tell you, but she wrote and narrated a short story. It's so cute. Aw, thank you, Bonnie. I had fun writing that. I always used to joke about doing that. I said to them, yeah, one morning you'll wake up and I'll have been out dancing around in the street. And it just came to me in about half an hour. Whatever happened to Susan Boyle? She's still doing concerts and releasing music as far as I know. And she bought her hometown house that she grew up in and had it done up, and she still lives in the same little place she always lived. And she just sings and it makes her happy, and I'm happy for her. I enjoy watching the talent shows. I remember listening to the battle between Max and Bill singing the song Begging. I think it was in 2021 or 22. Which thing was that? Britain's Got Talent? I don't remember that one. I gave up watching Britain's Got Talent because it's obvious from the get-go who they want to win, and it just really annoys me now. I didn't realise Jed likes scary movies. Oh yeah. Can't bear them myself. I found a thing for him, and it was the Shining key fob thing for the room. I got him one of them once. But yeah, he loves horrors. Well, her carnivore name is enough to make you sick. She better be careful. Someone might end up very sick. Exactly. She's nicked that from her so-called friend. See? Don't be friends with a narc. Nothing's sacred. Did anyone else hear her say that she gets a better tan being on carnivore? I'm not a tan expert, but that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, according to her, you don't burn. Angie, I have a foot and a hand tattoo. Both I scream through. We forget how close nerves are to where the needles go. I've got ankle. Two ankles and then a little bit up my leg. I've always wanted something here though. Or I want to get something up my arm. It's a quote from a Robbie Williams song. I've always wanted to get that done, but Lord knows if I'll ever get it done. Joyce, I don't feel sorry for John, but I do feel sorry for Will. That poor boy has to cook for himself whether he wants to or not. I'm sure that he learned long ago that if he depended on Lisa for his meals, he'd starve to death. I saw red when she said that his appliances were ruining her kitchen vibe. Her kitchen. I'm willing to bet that she hasn't cooked a single thing in her kitchen since they've been there. She literally makes me sick to my stomach. You and me both, Joyce. She did once. She tried to boil eggs with her robe with tassels on and set fire to herself. So I suppose that was the absolute end of her doing any cooking then. Deliberate, if you ask me. I like that comment Bo made about what Lisa must look like coming out of the shower. I immediately pictured a crispy rasher of bacon stepping out of the shower with a shower hat on. Beguile me. Yes, the bingo card is out. As annoying as Lardy is, I'm watching this in its entirety. Thank you. Joyce, yes, James, go to the fashion show. We'll bail you out when you're arrested for stalking. That's the thing, isn't it? We'll all be in the Black Mariah with you. What do you have in America? We used to have Black Mariah vans for taking away crowds of wrongdoers. I'd love to go over to that. I really would. Bianca, I thought a slug was a bullet. Watch too many CSI, lol. Isn't it funny where your head goes? Depends on what frame of mind you're in. And you would, yeah. But apparently it's also a lazy or slow person. You learn something new every day. I saw the comment and went on Google right away. Have you ever seen a slug? They're horrible. It's a snail without the house. I can. I'm glad you looked it up. But yeah, it's like different things, isn't it? Like Americans saying fanny, that's their bum, but in the UK it's your lady garden. It's like you have to really watch what you're saying nowadays, because you could be saying something terrible and you've no idea. Elizabeth, and here she is in all her glory. Tattoos and 3 chins, plus a moustache. What's with all the grasping and groaning at the beginning? What's with narcs and eating in cars? I know, they all do it, it's weird. Elizabeth, not another interview. Of course she will not get the job, of course she won't. Bonnie, that's because she's overqualified, just ask her. How are you doing? How are you doing, Elizabeth? Hope you're well over there. Lardy, only cows do vegan. Heifers like you eat meat. Jules, you know narcs don't listen to any constructive criticism. I know, but I can't help trying. Deb doesn't want to see you, stalker. Change comes with maturity, and narcissists have arrested development. Ain't that true? Lardy, you are still on all your meds, so don't panic. You're still on in every sense of the word. Custom made. You can buy small rollerball perfumes for much less. Plus, they'll have no cat fur or poop on the bottles. Exactly. Who? You talk about Lisa's fucking followers being stupid. $25 for 10 ml of God knows fucking what. In a doodled on bottle that's been in the hands of someone that's been picking shit off their dog's bum. Really? Why? No! You're insane, all of you. Fucking insane. Who holds up a shoe from their foot, picks dirt off the inside, and continues to eat without washing their hands? La-dee-das. Who can make you vomit? Please don't dance. It's so embarrassing. Stick to ballet. Lardy, you gave Bella a hellish life and now you're comparing chihuahuas. I know. Doesn't it make you fucking angry listening to that bollocks? Bianca, saw someone in Lisa's comment section saying her hair looks so healthy and shiny. What are these people on? LSD? Panda, they don't listen. Question in the comments section expose how dim her subscribers are. It's hilarious. I can't find the link is my favourite. I know, she puts it everywhere and they still can't find it. Ashley, I'm not trying to make a stereotype here, but I know a few people who have eating disorders and are so-called life coaches. Is this because they have to convince themselves their skewed life image is superior? I don't know what she would ever teach me. Yeah, same. And I think it's so they can have control over something. So they've got control over your life, because they obviously haven't got any control over their own, but they think they have. Claire, just on your points about Harry and his wife, I also think once William becomes king, all the stuff that the late Queen and Charles have kept quiet, all the bullying accusations, etc., will be released. I think we're going to find out a hell of a lot when Will becomes king. Either that or nothing. It'll be like a fresh start, new guard, and nobody will hear anything, and he'll make his decisions on what he's doing, and that'll be that. But what bullying? She wasn't bullied. She was welcomed into the fucking family with open arms. Panda, certified leech coach. Joy Jones, you might want to look into toppers instead of a wig. Oh, if you ever feel that you need more hair, Jules. I unfortunately know a lot about wigs and toppers because of having breast cancer. Sending you love, Joy Jones. When my hair started growing back but was thin, I used a topper. Thing is, though, that's a cool idea, but I won't get them in the colour I need, will I? Can you get them in wonky colours like pink or blue or green or whatever? I hope you are much better now, Joy Jones. I can. There was the boat John had when he met her that he sold. And then when they moved to the sea swamp, she said they were on a waiting list for a slip. Yeah, they cost a lot and no boat. Utter bollocks. And that boat Daddy ran her around in rental. She's never mentioned being out on the family boat. Let's get real. Yet she claims all the waterworks are her fondest memories. I'm surprised John gets to golf and go on little weekend golf trips with the boys and go to the gym. Yet she said she couldn't get him interested in travelling with her to Vegas, where he could golf. P.S. I was joking about fondling my pink bedspread. I know you were. Bonnie, lol, I forgot how annoying she is. I know. It's like I just think, oh, I'll give her a break, and then it's like, yeah, no. Fries not the greatest as she shovels them into her mouth. Exactly, if they were that bad, she wouldn't eat them. Victoria Paradise. I thought the exact same thing, Bonnie. I can't eat anything I'm not enjoying. It's nauseating. Also, if that's your dog in the picture, they're the cutest. That's Wanda. She's Wyatt's mummy. See, I remember some things. Bonnie, why doesn't it surprise me that she didn't go vegan because of the animals exactly? Empathetic? Of course you are. I'm not that kind of empathist. Yeah, whatever. As always, you are nailing the narration. Thank you, Bonnie. She's sounding more and more like Lisa minus the vulgar comments. Isn't she though? She said she never goes by looks with a man, but didn't she walk away from a few men because of the way they looked? I remember she stood up one because of the way he was dressed. Exactly. It's contradicting herself all the time. What she should have said was, if I'm drunk enough, I'll snog anyone. Because that's basically what it was. And this is why there are so many accidents. She thinks it's so cute. She'll change her mind if she gets into an accident. I'm sick of watching her taking the piss about driving. I really am. God, she's certainly in a mood. Extra obnoxious, isn't she though? That's why I did that one. I'm sure I've done it before. Said to Jed, I'm almost convinced I've done it before, but I couldn't find it when I was looking for it. But like I said, you know the drill, don't you? Shh. I think in order to have skin removed, you need to lose a certain amount of weight. I watch a lot of my 600-pound life. Apparently, she didn't lose enough weight. That's the thing. If it's skin, it's a lot more floppy than that, isn't it? There's a good amount of fat in that that's drooping off her arm. So, Gigi, after all these years, she's still incapable of describing fragrances. Does she even know how dim she is? No, she thinks she's really clever. That's the thing. That's what's so laughable. I mean, I know I can't describe fragrances for toffee, but I don't try to. She should say, I really don't know how to describe anything, but I like this. Oh, and by the way, we were saying, weren't we, back in the day, that I would say which one of those Kayali fragrances I preferred. I like them all, but my favourite is the one she hated, the rose one. I love it. I think it's really nice. Anywho, has anyone been put on the naughty step yet? Nope. And did anyone come in while we were talking? No. Right. So we've got to the end, folks, and if you got here with me, congratulations, and I will see you in the next one.